Okay, so we're going to do another number talk today. And I just want to remind you guys that I will put a problem up here on the board, and you will try and solve it in your head. Once you have an answer and a strategy that you used, you can just put your thumb up in front of your chest like this. This means I have an answer and a strategy. If you're waiting for your classmates to mentally solve the problem, try and think of another way that you could solve it. And you can show me with your fingers, like I have 2 strategies, or I have 3 strategies. Okay, so here's your problem today. I see some thumbs up already. Good, solve it in your head. 2 strategies. Okay, who can share their answer and a strategy that they used? All right, Justin, tell us, what did you do today?
What I did was, I did 7 times 5 that equals 35.
Okay. How did you figure that out?
I did 7 times 5. And I just did 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35. And then I got my answer with 35.
So you did 7, 14, 21. Did you do that? No, I missed. Like this?
28.
Is that right? Is that how you did it? Okay, so Justin did what's known as skip counting or repeated addition. So he counted by 7s 5 times and he got 35. Did anyone else do it differently in their head? Deja, can you share what you did? Did you get 35 too?
Mhm.
What did you do?
Well, what I did repeated addition with 5.
Okay, how did that go?
It turned into you.
We'll just keep going. It's okay. It was practice, so it's okay. We'll see what happens. All right, so you counted by 5s, did you say? How did that go in your head?
That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
So you counted by 5 7 times. You did skip counting by 5s. Is that right? Okay, so here's 2 different ways to skip count. You could skip count by 7s or by 5s. I'm going to ask you to think about which is more efficient for you. Do you know that word? Efficient's like quicker, easier, it gets you there faster. How many people think that Justin's way is more efficient? How many people think that Deja's way was more efficient? Okay.
I actually think his is more.
Okay, some people think counting by 5s is easier, but Justin's way had less numbers to count. Okay, all right, ready for your next problem? Thumbs up when you have an answer and a strategy. Good, think of another way to do it. Okay, who's ready to share? Hands up if you're ready to share your math thinking with your classmates. All right, Joe, right? What's your answer, Joe?
I just did, I had 7.
Yeah.
No, I had 10, and I just kept doing 10 7 times.
And what'd you get?
70.
70? So you counted by 10s. You said 7 times. What did that sound like in your head?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Okay, skip counting by 10 7 times. Awesome. Did anyone do it a different way than Joe? A different way? Kristen?
7 groups of 10.
You did 7 groups of 10? Is that like this? Like 10, 20? What's that? Did it sound like that in your head? Like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? Can you say it again? The answer? Okay, so a lot of people have their facts of 10 like memorized. Is that what you mean? You just know? How could you check yourself to see if you're right? Do you agree that the answer is 70? Okay. All right, who has another strategy? Can you remind me of your name? Leah, what did you do?
I know that anytime you multiply by 10, it's just adding a 0 to the other number.
So you took the 7 and you added a 0 like that? Okay, does that always work?
Yes.
No matter what? So like, if I wanted to figure out 325 times 10, could I take 325 and add a 0 to the end? It always works?
Yes.
Okay. All right, ready for your last problem? You guys are fast. Thumbs up if you have an answer. Okay, who's ready to share their answer and their strategy? All right, Jeremiah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your answer?
63.
How'd you do it?
I already knew it.
You knew it? How could you check that you're right?
I didn't really check. I just already knew it. But like I could count by 9s 7 times.
Okay, go for it.
7. Wait, no.
You're counting by 9s or 7s?
9.
Okay.
9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 56,
One more.
and 63. 54. 54.
It's 54. Okay, did anyone do it another way? Jeremiah skip counted by 9s. Does anyone have a different way to do it? Leah, what are you thinking?
Well, I already knew the answer, but you check it by dividing 63 by 9 or 7.
In your head? How would you do that? How do you divide that in your head?
I divided 7 divided by 63,
Okay.
and 7 goes into 6 0 times,
Uh-huh.
and 7 goes into 63 9 times.
So, how do you know that that's right, though? How do you know 7 goes into 63 9 times? How could you check that?
You can count by 7.
Okay, go for it.
7,
Uh-huh.
14,
Mm-hmm.
21,
Uh-huh.
28,
Yeah.
35,
Okay.
42,
Mm-hmm.
56, 63.
Kristen.
You already know 7 times 10. You can just subtract 7 from 10.
Leah, can you pass that back to Kristen, just to see? Kristen, you said if you already know 7 times 10, which we do, yeah. Now what?
You subtract 7 from it because you took 7 away.
Why do you subtract 7?
Because you took 1 less and you got 0.
Okay, this is 10 groups of 7, but we're trying to figure out 9 groups of 7.
you
So
subtract
if you
7
subtract 7, you get 63, like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Justin, what did you want to say?
In the line one, there's no 49.
Okay, so
no 49.
this is great because when you're doing number talks, it's okay and preferred if you can disagree with each other. So Justin's saying, I disagree with Leah because you said this should be 42 plus 7 is
49.
and then 56. So there has to be how many 7s?
9.
Make sense, Leah? Okay, nice job, you guys. I will be back in tomorrow with another number talk, okay? All right, thank you, and thank you for letting me,